Hello, my name is Janet Pesic. I am your double gold EVO 100, and I'm going to show you how I am reaching out to my community, and I am being able to be noticed as the local travel agent here in my beautiful town, Bullhead City, Arizona. So I brought up my Facebook account, and this is really where I start. So I'm just going to go through the motions. There's so much interaction that you can find in your community on social media. Okay, so this is something I do probably every other day. No, let me correct that. This is something I do every other day. This is part of my routine. So I go into groups and one second. Sugar snaps. Hold on. Let me see. Because the first thing I do is I find events that are happening in my community. And they're usually under my shortcuts. Okay. And so you will see that individuals are having like a Tupperware party or what have you. Okay, great. Right. But here's a June single seniors meet and greet. Well, guess what? I'm single and I'm a senior. You know what, to be honest with you, if I would, okay, this is between me and if I wasn't single, I probably still would go because I'm trying to meet people. All right. So let's see what's happening here, right? Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, it's for 2 hours. I'm going to kind of cruise through the people that are going. You know, you never know if I know them already. Mark your calendars. It's at the Mexican restaurant, which is a really good restaurant in our town. All right. All right, perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say I'm going. I'm going to go to have conversations. Now, of course, I don't start my conversation. I walk in the room. Hey, I'm the travel agent. No, I don't do that. Right. I start mingling. I start meeting people. And guys, travel comes up everywhere and anywhere if you allow yourself to listen. There's always going to be an intro. Someone's going to talk about places they've gone, maybe just a recent vacation they took, or something that they want to do in the future, or hey, what do you do? You know, and she might say, well, I work at Smart and Final, and they'll ask, you know, this is where your elevator pitch comes in. You know, hi, my name is Janet. I am the local travel agent. I love working inside our community. I have helped several of our community neighbors take some of the most amazing vacations of their lifetime. So there's always an intro, guys. All right. So I'm going to attend this. Do I have to go from 4 to 6? No. No. I can go for an hour. I can go for 30 minutes. Okay. It's all on the vibe. Okay. Now, here's Bunko. I love Bunko. I'll teach that in another training, how I utilize Bunko. Sponsored by that's at 12:30 today. Sugar Snaps. Okay. This is our Bullhead Senior campus. They have something going on every single day. Card games, this, that, what have you. They're hot. This is one of my very hottest places that I have been able to develop the relationship that I am the local travel agent. So I can't go today to Bunko, but I'll go to their card games. I'll go to their potlucks. I'll go different events. And obviously I've worked the room, right? And had conversations with people. I have booked travel. Seniors, guys, let me tell you, man, seniors, they have the time and they have the money. They have the time and they have the money. And they love to travel together. A lot of them are, you know, I don't like saying the word, but widowed, single, kind of thing. And they have developed relationships with other seniors, right? And these seniors, trust me, guys, I'm 59 years old. Because I'm a little over 55, I'm a senior. I'm not old. Some of these people are not, in wheelchairs and, that can't get around. We're talking some young, lively people that are great clients, great friends too, right? Okay. So I can't go to that today, but let's see what they're doing next Wednesday. Oh, look at that. They're doing bunco every Wednesday. Well, guess what? I'll be at one of the buncos. And again, I have now developed a relationship with, I don't know if you want to call her the director of this program. However, she's in charge. And we are starting to work out. Did you know we can book tour buses and we can do events? So there is a lot of events around our area that are kind of a bit of a drive. It could be in Las Vegas, it could be in Utah, it could be in California, it could be in the lower part of Arizona. And so me and the director are setting up a calendar of some events where I will be handling all the travel needs and the tickets. And if it has an overnight stay, right? And we're already have the people to market it to, because it's everybody that belongs to the senior center, right? Since I'm talking about senior centers, let me go one more step. There is a lot of people, couples, singles, that live in assisted living communities. And basically what they have is an apartment, and they have someone there to cook and clean and take care of them, but they're still out and about. They still have a car, they still get out, or maybe they're not driving anymore, but they have living at this type of facility, they have the bus that will take them to the store and things to do and things like that. Okay, so don't let those go to the wayside either. Guess what? They love when I come in, and sometimes they'll do an open house. Sometimes they'll do events like not a farmer's market, but something similar, craft fair. Or my area, we're really big on car shows, so they'll do a car show, and I'll go do a booth. I have people from my community that come to the car show. I have the people from the community that just love to talk, and I book travel. Now here is a little bit where you got to be a little more above in the customer service. And what do I mean by that? Some senior citizens, they can care less about technology, guys. So I have booked trips for them, but I give them the ultimate customer service. I literally go to them at where they live, and I manually do everything for them. And they love it. They love it. And I put a smile on their face, and I put a smile on other people's faces when I'm there. This is a little side note, that maybe don't ever get visitors or anything. So it's really cool. Okay. So yeah, I go above and beyond. I'm not going to say it's above and beyond. I'm just saying I'm giving the customer service to the clients that need that sort of customer service, right? So guys, we all have these facilities all around us. Volunteer, right? They have events and they're looking for people to volunteer. That's a great way to get into these communities, great way to start conversations, a great way to give back. If there's any investment at all, it's a tax write-off. It's a plus, plus, plus all the way around. Okay. So this is what I do is I come in here. Let's see what this is. This is tonight at 7:00. Business Unplugged Summer Event Series Glow Night. This is offered by our Chamber of Commerce. Our first of 3 series events promote and launch a podcast Chamber After Dark. Oh. I'm sorry to be laughing. It's at the Losers Lounge. Okay. If you're from my area, it would make you laugh. So, cost us $20. Okay. All right. So, you can choose what to attend. This would be a hoot. This would be a hoot. You know what? I'll probably go to it. I'm going to say I'm interested. I got to think about that. Okay. Oops. Okay. Your Chamber of Commerce, guys, is huge for you all. Huge. Now, every Chamber of Commerce does something a little bit different, right? My Chamber of Commerce is so involved in our community. Well, that's their job, to be involved in the community. But for new businesses, they put a radio ad up for us. They put us in, we have like a what would you call it? A town magazine, right? It's not a newspaper. It's like a magazine, and it comes out once a month. It's called Our Town. Everybody reads them. They're delivered everywhere throughout the community. They're in doctors' offices, everywhere, anywhere that people are sitting, and people look at them all the time. Well, they put a whole page of my business with me and a bio and an introduction to the community as a travel agent, right? Huge. Now, they did this once for me for free. Since then, I have picked other issues to highlight my business inside this magazine because I got great responses. And I will tell you, here's the nugget that's really opened up for me, is that more and more people in my community are reaching out to me because of the fact of my presence inside of my community, right? So when they see me on social media, they're like, oh, that's that travel gal. You know what I mean? Now they're putting 2 and 2 together. So when they're ready to book travel, they're calling me. All right. I just seen this June Women's Business. Join next Women's Business Alliance meeting where you gather and connect. So they tell you what they're doing. They're looking, okay. There's a lot of times I will bring, we'll do raffles and things like that, and I'll put together a travel basket to raffle off. Okay. This one, they're asking for someone to sponsor the lunch. All right. I'm not that wealthy yet. I will be. Anyways, I won't sponsor the lunch. But they always do have like a 50-50 raffle or something. And I will contribute as a travel agent. Again, it puts me in the forefront. People start remembering, oh my gosh, look at this beautiful basket that I won from Leisure Life Travel. Okay. All right. So this is Women's Business Alliance. Absolutely, I'm going. Whoops, hopefully it said going. And the reason why I want to put going is because it will, number one reason, people see, oh, Janet's going, right? Because you're building those relationships. Oh, yeah, I want to go too now. Also, It puts up reminders. I mean, I have to put it in my calendar, but I'm doing the training right now. So I can look at my calendar and I know what events I'm going to. Okay. So you can go and see all, right? And see what else you can attach yourself to, right? Okay. So on social media, also in groups, right? We're always posting and joining groups. So I have joined a lot of my own groups within my area. Bullhead City Area Ladies Group, right? I participate. Now, here's a big nugget. When I'm participating in these groups, I'm not all about travel 100%. I will contribute to the group. Maybe they're having a conversation about I can't even think. Other than travel, they're talking about house cleaning tips. I don't know. Something like that. I'll chime in. I talk about other things than travel, right? I'm building relationships. Those relationships turn into travel, potential travel, right? But my whole intention is not just to come in and just be a selfish and utilize these groups just to promote myself. Okay. So I truly believe that has helped me in my community because I am not in everybody's face about travel. Like when they see me, we have other conversations too. Okay. And I think that is important. Here's another group. And trust me, guys, this has 1.7 thousand members. Ready? If you look up Bullhead City, Arizona, we're just a small little nugget of a town. These ladies, we meet for lunch, we go to the movies, we go to dinner, we have pool parties, we have, I don't know, someone's down and out, we go and support them. We've done preparing meals for, maybe someone's down on their luck or whatever, and we all volunteered and made meals. I mean, just all kinds of things that we do as a group. And again, inside the group, they know me as Janet, but they also know me as the local travel agent. They refer me to friends and family. They, this is how I started to really build my business in my community. Okay. So please, number one rule, don't just take. Don't just take. Give back. Go to your local schools. Volunteer to read a book, to a class once a month. Maybe donate. I do this too. I donate school supplies throughout the year. And they're not expensive. Again, it's a tax write-off. Again, it gets me acknowledged because they'll say in their newsletter, they'll say, we received a beautiful gift from Leisure Life Travel. And that goes to everybody not everybody in the community, but all the parents that children go to that particular school. Volunteer within city events, right? We have a lot of them. We're very much an entertainment kind of community. So again, I'll volunteer. I've directed traffic, right? But that's okay, right? I want to give back to my community. And again, it just keeps building my business. I mean, so being active being out there, give back, spend some time with our elderly, because you know what? They want to travel. Um, it's just fresh fruit, just ready for you to go out there and pick, guys. All you have to do is be willing to listen and have the conversation. Get your elevator pitch ready. Mine probably changes all the time because I fly from my hip, or however they say that. Uh, but it still has the same basis on it. You know what I mean? And I think by coming off real, in my personal opinion, um, takes you a lot further, right? Guys, I take my business cards. I have 2 business cards. I have one for the opportunity and I have one for travel. I will go to dinner. You might think this is tacky. I'm not saying fine dining. Y'all know I love fine dining, but I'm not at a 5-star restaurant doing this. But I'll go to dinner and I will leave a cash tip, and I'll either leave the opportunity card, depending on the vibe of the waiter, or I'll leave the travel card. I have been to restaurants where I have seen like a table of magazines or things, promotions of other businesses inside the community. I always have something in my purse. Okay. Not a lot, just a little something. And I'll leave it with everybody else. Okay, here's a big one. How many of us go to the ATM? How many of us put a stamp on the bill to pay our bills and we mail it? Oh, wait. That just aged me too, right there, right? No, we pay our bills electronically, Janet. What are you talking about? Okay, guys, I'm old school. So, yes, I do pay my bills online. Yes, I do mail bills, what have you. But guess what? I have started to go to the electric company and pay it in person. Okay, I'm single. I don't have kids in tow. I get it. But you know what? I'm finding every opportunity to get outside of my car and get in front of people. So if I go to the bank, forget the ATM machine, I walk inside the bank. I have conversations. What else do I do? Okay, instead of going through the drive-through. And let me tell you, the drive-through, when it's 114 degrees, that drive-through really looks nice. I'll get out of the car, go inside the coffee shop, put my stuff up on the pin board, try to have conversations. If I don't have conversations, that's okay, right? I take my business cards to Ross, TJ Maxx, what have you, and I take little marketing materials. I do this all the time. And I put it in purses, I put it in backpacks, I put it in suitcases, I put it in I might drop a little bit, not on the floor. I might tuck it away in some areas inside the store. Not a lot, right? I've had calls from it, right? Nobody complaining. People that I know that work small companies, big companies, and they ask me all the time, hey, Janet, do you have some business cards or something that we can put in our lunchroom? Absolutely. And then they let me know when they want to refill it. And they do it. Oh, here's a big one. Here's a big one. I have a friend that works at the hospital, administrative. And there's mailbox, not boxes, but where the surgeons and the hospital physicians get their mail or notices or whatever. And so she says, Janet, put together like a little letter or something, and I'll put it in all the mailboxes of the physicians and things. All right. All right. We go into our nail salons. Come on, girls. We all go into a nail salon. We all talk about everything under the sun. And our nail salons, our hair salons, guys, utilize that time while you're sitting in that chair, right? Have conversations, bring up things on your phone and go, oh, wow. I don't know. I've done some silly stuff, right? Just to make a conversation. All right. Here's another one. I know all communities do this. Find every opportunity you can to slide your business in. Okay. So in our community, we do, and I know Orange County does it a lot because I've been there, what have you, but they'll have the firemen out with the boot. You put money in the boot. I put money and my business card in the boot. Guys, anywhere and everywhere, you just make it, you just live your life normally, and you just put yourself in positions to have conversations. So my last final tip is I love Canva. And I created, I'm going to see if I can pull it up. Okay, here we go. And of course, I just had it open the other day, so I'm hoping it's on top. Of course not. As you can tell, I use Canva a lot. Everyone, I highly advise to use Canva. Shoot. I created a letter, and it didn't cost me, well, I mean, it was so inexpensive to, here it is. It was an introduction letter. It was so inexpensive. I did not utilize Canva to print this. I actually found a better deal. You probably all has a Staples or Office Depot or something to that fact. It was much cheaper. And then what I did was is I took this letter and I mailed it to businesses, realtors. I love working with realtors. It's kind of like a 2-in-1 to help each other. Anybody and everybody. And so, okay, so you're on a budget. I get it. Okay. So take it in small bites. Send out so many today, maybe next month or next week or twice a month, whatever it is. Do a little at a time. Maybe not do so much graphics that you could easily print it at home, right? The graphics that I had here, I felt better if I got it professionally printed because I wanted the graphics to show up really well. I've used this letter. I posted it in Facebook before. Yeah. There's so many different ways, and there's so many different ways that you can do this on a budget. There's a lot of free ways to market your business. So I'm hoping that with this training, I was able to open up your mind and give you some ideas to help build your business in your community. And one last thing. When people tell me, I'm from a small community, there's no real travel done in my community, their budgets are real low, I'm gonna say, yeah, no. Don't judge your community. Again, I know where I am here in Bullhead City and the income and the wages and things like that I'm fully aware of. in the beginning of the year, just from my community, I booked $150,000 in travel in a community that you would say, yeah, no, that ain't happening. But don't judge it. Don't judge. We should never judge, but don't judge from the cover, guys. Dive deep in. Oh my gosh, hold on. I want to give you a major tip right now. This just came to me. This is huge. So listen close. I have a client and she's a health and wellness coach. And she found me on Facebook. I put up a simple little thing that I booked a cruise. I mean, no woo-hoo, just simple. And she sent me or she replied, I didn't know there were still travel agents. So I reached out to her, found out she was a health and wellness coach. So for a while now, I've been booking all their travel for her health and wellness retreats. Actually, we're putting together a 2025 cruise for her health and wellness. So I'm real excited about that. I've gotten a lot of business from this gal. So then as our relationship developed, she calls me one day and says, Janet, do you know what I do? And I'm like, Glenda, you're a health and wellness coach. She goes, well, yes, but me and my husband are the largest mortuary owners in Georgia. We have several locations. Oh, she said, me and my husband were talking about you, and we would love to put you in our registries at all of our locations. I know, you're probably thinking the same thing. Okay, now I want you to look at the big picture, okay? People need to travel in their time of need. They can't think straight. They got a lot on their mind. There's a lot going on. They need a flight. They need a hotel. They need transportation, right? And they need it now. So no, I've done this for a year. And did I make a lot of money on it? No. But again, look at the big picture. I was there in their time of need. I made sure the flights, the hotel, I mean, just again, that customer service level to the highest level that we can give them, right? So now it's been a year. Now it's come full circle. Now they're ready to do a celebration of life. Maybe they're ready to just get away. It's been a real tough year. Whatever their travel reasons are, guess who they're calling? The one that they remember that was there in their time of need, they're reaching out to me. Huge, huge, guys. So that's in your own community. You all have them. Reach out to them. Go there in person. I've been blessed because now, ready? She wants to do a podcast with me, and they put me on their website. They have promoted my business so much in Atlanta and or in the state of Georgia, a lot in Atlanta. I'm getting free advertisement from this gal. Love her to death. Yes. Do I totally take care of her? I've sent her little gifts just as a thank you. Huge. Okay. So reach out, right? It could be a phone call. You could stop by. You can make an appointment. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to start. They're going to do a podcast, and she wants me to get all the information on how to do a celebration of life on a cruise ship. There's a lot involved. There's like licensing or certain things you got to get. And so I've been doing all the research on that, and I'm doing a podcast with her. This is free advertisement, guys. So sometimes think outside that box, and you might think it's a little bit crazy or different or something, go with your gut. I'm probably the craziest travel agent you'll ever meet. I've done some crazy stuff. Anyways, I absolutely love what I do. I hope you got a lot of value from this. If you have any questions, yes, reach out to me. Janet Pesic, Travel Knowledge, and my team, Elite Travel. And guys, let's build our businesses as wide as we can go. All right, till next time. My name is Janet Pesic. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.